What is something that you cannot believe is socially acceptable these days? Local TV news website posting mugshots of all the people who got arrested last night. Nobody is convicted of anything yet, only accused. I haven't seen anyone mention this, but the issue is that once they report your arrest on air, they will never report if you were cleared of all charges. Usually the damage is done, and you can lose your job, etc. simply over an arrest whether you were found guilty or not. Tabloids and gossip magazines, especially the ones aimed at teens. Airing out your dirty family laundry and your petty little entitlement problems on Facebook. Blasting family and friends or friends of friends on a public forum is distasteful at best. A bunch of drama queens and attention W. The whole lot of them. Those blatant pyramid schemes that hire people then charge them to buy goods to sell. These things are the definition of scam. Politicians not answering direct, reasonable questions and getting away with it. Children in bars. Now I don't mean the restaurant section of the bar, I mean the fricking bar. Over St. Patty's Day weekend I was at the biggest Irish bar in town and some woman came in pushing a triple wide stroller through the bar. Multiple tables had to stand up and move their chairs for her. The place was slammed, loud and full of drunks. 20 minutes in all 3 of these kids were screaming, so back out she goes. During the Final Four I was in a sports bar and there were a lot of fans there screaming. That's what happens in one of these bars during a big game. Of course, there were children and one mother actually started griping because she didn't want her kids exposed to that kind of language. Yay, look, over there. See that? It's the fricking door. Funny, because in Ireland, it's actually illegal to bring children into bars after a certain time. Bringing children under the age of 11 to music festivals like SXSW, Bonnaroo or any kind of wine beer festival. Bonus points for freaking out at the people surrounding you on the bar street who are cursing and or drinking and or PDAing because you don't want your precious spawn to see such actions. There's a divide. There are places you don't bring your kids. There's an adult world and a kid world, and these lines started getting blurred sometime in the 80s and they need to be solidified again. If you take a child to an adult function, then don't be surprised when your child is exposed to things they are too young for. Treating retail fast food workers, customer service, tech support, nurses, servers, teachers like crap. It's like people treat them like they're not even human sometimes. I work in retail. I honestly think it's people who have had a bad day and are just looking for someone to take it out on. I got cussed out once because we were out of diet soda. He wasn't really that mad about the soda. He was already peed about something and I just happened to be there when he let loose. Weightlifting, cross-training and almost Olympic level commitment for children's sports. I am a coach and I don't push my own son even one stroke too as hard as some of the parents. Some think they can make their kid into a pro athlete. I just want my kid to have fun. People who brag about drunk driving. Yep man, I got so frickin' wasted last night. I don't even know how I made it home. I nearly sideswiped a car and hit a bush. It was awesome. Hey, wanna go grab a beer after work? Frick these people. Causing a huge scene over a minor transgression. Example, yelling at a waiter for bringing you a sandwich with mayo on it when you asked for no mayo. What happened to common decency and recognizing that everyone makes mistakes? Watched an horror not too long ago when a guy got his steak not cooked to his definition of medium. I think the entire restaurant was embarrassed. I think the dude just wanted free food. People are dongs. People who talk on the phone in public transportation. Use loudspeaker, yet still shout to elderly, usually. Or that one person who plays their music without headphones on a crowded bus. Being with friends and excessively using your phone. So rude. Basic scientific illiteracy among adults, and touting that illiteracy as a virtue. And then getting called an butthole for actually knowing what you're talking about. Commenting how white or pale someone is the glorifying of tanning. My ancestors come from Northern Europe, Scandinavia. I'm pretty white, so what? Do you go around commenting how black someone's skin is? Number, how is it any different? Those payday loan companies that give small amounts of cash to people who are really desperate, or tricked into thinking they can use that money to get something they want, then make easy repayments, and end up in a spiral of debt. It's pretty much loan sharking, and a lot of these companies, both small and national, use underhanded tactics and strong arming to keep people in line and make them sign up or give them money they don't have. Don't know how problematic it is in other countries, but in some parts of the UK it's becoming a big problem. The lack of privacy prevalent in society today. Littering. I hate littering so much. My friend was sick of the trash in my car, so he threw it outside. I made him pick up every piece. Nobody throws out my trash. Not controlling your kids. I was in Walmart the other day and this guy's toddler starting running. The man made no effort to catch him, and of course the kid cut down an aisle and got lost. The entire store locked down and it took me 2+ hours to do my 20-minute shopping. Schools that reward the bad kids for doing one good thing whilst simultaneously ignoring the rest of the students who are consistently well behaved. We had a class just for the kids who were dongs, and every couple of days they'd be rewarded with a trip somewhere. They even got to go to Paris for the day whilst the good kids had to stay in school like suckers. It's a freaking disgrace. Also related to the fact that troublemaker kids get much more lax penalties because they personally know the discipline staff. Insulting people because they read. It's never that serious, but insulting someone for such a reasonable hobby is freaking ridiculous. Recording an accident with your phone, rather than trying to help a person in need. Not really considered acceptable, but everyone ends up doing it. People in crowds at concerts just standing there recording it, blocking others' views. iPads are the worst. What did they pay their ticket for? To record a gig? Man, the iPad crowd at concerts is mind-blowing. You'd rather watch it on a screen 12 inches from your face than putting it down and seeing it happen in HD in real time with your own eyes. It makes zero sense. On top of that, you're never going to watch that video. People taking your picture and posting it on the internet without your consent. The idea that men can't get upped or men don't get abused at home, and the hilarious comedy of men getting kicked in the balls in movies and TV shows. Before anyone jumps on my butt, no, I'm not saying men should be able to punch women in the boobs, for frick's sake, just that violence against men is also a bad thing. In Switzerland, law states that only someone who forces a person of the female gender by threat or violence, psychological pressure, or by being made incapable of resistance to submit to intercourse is guilty of RP and liable to a custodial sentence of from 1 to 10 years, meaning men can't be RP'd by law, not just by pressure from society and pride. Absolutely mind-boggling. Paparazzi. It's the socially acceptable equivalent of stalking. When a parent goes into a school and complains about the school's disciplinary action, when their child actually did do something bad and needs to be disciplined. Being late. German here. I get really anxious when I'm on my way to meet someone and I only have 10 minutes left, and I realize that I will probably need 11 minutes to get there. And I'm not even talking about important business meetings, but simply normal, informal meetups. Sometimes it sucks to have the German punctuality gene. Owning a mobile phone before you can properly read-write. The materialistic nature of weddings these days. Oh, you're throwing yourself an engagement party and have a registry, and there's a shower, too, and a 4-day and stag do abroad, plus a wedding invite asking for cash presents with some cute poem? Yeah, I love gifting, but asking someone else to subsidize your dream wedding in the name of love just rubs me the wrong way. Shows like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. More generally, the unhealthy interest in celebrities lives in this country. Getting drunk in public and yelling at people passing by is somehow okay if you're with a group of friends. Thinking it's cool not to read. What the frick? TLDR, please. Using your phone while having a conversation with someone face to face. Put your freaking phone down. Texting, Facebooking, checking Snapchat and email while someone is trying to talk to you is extremely rude and sends the message that whatever is on your phone is more important than they are. I understand. Important things come up, but if it can't wait 5 minutes, politely excuse yourself, take care of business and then go back to what you were doing. I'm sick of trying to talk to someone while they're having another conversation via text. 2 over Facebook and another on iMessage with the excuse, oh no, I'm still listening. It makes me feel like you aren't, and I view it as you brushing me off. The Daily Mail. Not knowing your Facebook friends. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. I think we should all stop thinking of Facebook friends in the same way we think of real friends. I see it like an interactive address book and an interface to maintain acquaintances. Children with iPhones, iPads. I was trying to teach a 5-year-old at gymnastics the other day, but she was too busy using Instagram on her brand new iPhone 5S. When I was her age, I wasn't even using a Tamagotchi. You 5-year-olds with your Tamagotchi. Why, when I was that age we had to make do with hula hoops. You have been visited by the safety steward. Little upvote in 16 seconds for 16 years of safe grinds. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check out another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.